What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to another episode of my Motorsport Manager Career Mode. We're back today for event number 5 at the Italian Grand Prix, and then event number 6 at the Japanese Grand Prix. We don't actually have much to do before the Italian Grand Prix, literally nothing according to the actual calendar, but we did finish our new set of brakes, so I've put that on improvement, obviously. It actually started off with 50% reliability, so that's not too bad, and it's already the best part we own now. So I'm putting all those three on working out for reliability. So by the time we get to the actual Italian Grand Prix, hopefully those will be around, hovering. Well, this one will definitely be over towards the high 70s, but hopefully these two can reach to the 70s. And then we're pretty much good for reliability. Pretty much. I mean, there's obviously a few little parts we can improve, but we're near enough there, and we can start to just focus on performance. Obviously, we can't really do too much in terms of the HQ. A few comments saying we should probably keep on spending money on the HQ, get up to even level 4 on a lot of these things. Obviously, it just takes time. We have to wait 16, 21 weeks, 7 weeks. Okay, that's a little bit less, but still, just a waiting game. Obviously, we don't really have the money at the moment. We can go into some debt, but even then, some of the things I would upgrade are, they're quite costly. Simulators 6 million here, design centers 15 million, and then telemetry center is 8 million. So, a lot of things do cost quite a bit here in the HQ. So we do have to wait a little bit and basically just do the best job we can as ever in the races to get this enough money to where we can spend the money, maybe get into some debt and afford the 15 million, for example. But that's basically how we're going to go about things. But I think we can literally just jet ahead to Milan, unless anything crops up in the middle of this, surprisingly. Nope, nothing literally happened. We can literally go straight ahead to Milan. So we're going to choose second or above for me as well. I think I'm confident in getting that, and we can just save these for other races potentially. In terms of the fit parts we've got going on, actually, what is the new brake set? Did we get that high enough? 67%. I think that's good enough to actually slap bang on the car. So we'll give that to Balcazar, and then we'll give this old one that Balcazar was using, but is the second best, to Pernay. In terms of the engine, that's fine. Front wing is fine. Gearbox is the way I want it. Rear wing, we've given Pernay the better set. I think now, should we swap these round? She's content. She's still content, so that's fine. Yep, we'll do it that way. And then the suspension, we're doing it that way as well. Obviously, she's a second driver. I've mentioned that before, but I will let them race. Obviously, last time out, it was quite a funny way to end the race, where I just didn't look that she was going to run out of fuel. But, I mean, they still finished 1-2. It was just rather unfortunate and funny for Pernay that it looked so close for a race win for her, and then it was brutally taken away from her by Balcazar's blowing up engine across the line. But anyway, it's going to be all clear for the Italian Grand Prix, apart from heavy rain in the race, so that might spice things up. But obviously, very simple track, very short track, so we should be able to get maybe towards level 3 on the trim, the various trims in practice. So I'll let you know as ever at the end of practice. So practice has ended, and a pretty solid one. Bit of a weird practice. It wasn't actually completely dry because we had rain at the very beginning, first half. So we got level 1 on wet tyres. Literally by a pixel, missed level 1 soft tyres. And we got race trim level 2 though. But going into a race with heavy rain, we'll need that level 1 and probably won't need soft level, hopefully. I'm hoping. Also, you may have noticed, I also put the young Canadian reserve driver in the place of Balcazar, and she did a brilliant job, actually. She got 95% setup, I think it was, which is what I had with Balcazar, with Balcazar herself last race. So she did a fantastic job. Thought I may as well maybe try and get her rating up, because she does have a potential to match Pernay and Balcazar for rating. At the moment, she's on 2-star only, but she has the potential to do that, and she got 15th place there, so not too bad, actually. So I think I may do that a few times, actually. Maybe just try and level her up, because she's got the potential to match them both, so why not? If I can, build her up, and she might be cheaper on contract, maybe one to look for in the future. But anyway, going on to qualifying, second or above for 700k, and Balcazar's back in the car. We've got the empty slot. We can only choose wet tyre and intermediate super soft, so we're going to have to choose those two. So, a little bit weird that we don't have any perk that is going to be suitable for qualifying, but I think we'll take this one. Bit of a weird setup there, 92% only for Pernay. So actually, in the end of it, the young Canadian beat Pernay to the setup change. So it looks like it went good if I increase the aero. So why don't we decrease that again? So let me go for that. Then get the stiffness back down to there. Then decrease the aero just a tad. And that may be good. I think that's what we want to go for there for Pernay. So she won't know what that setup feels like. And then obviously here the Canadian got 95% for Balcazar. Tyre choice, soft tyres. We'll take qualifying because someone did point out that you know, at this point the car is so good that we may as well take it and see what I can do. So we'll take qualifying for this one, and then I might take instant result for the next one. Kind of a nice balance there, but we'll take this one. Right, send. Actually, wait. You know what? I'm going to wait a little bit. Wait for the first flurry of cars to get sent out. Then I'm going to send Balcazar out now. Tyre choice, soft tyres, send out. I'm going to keep Pernay in the garage for now. Perfect and good. Oh, I went a bit too fast with Pernay there. Perfect and good for Balcazar. Maybe, yeah, double overheated for Pernay. I was too concentrated on getting perfect and good for Balcazar that I forgot to put the Pernay's qualifying lap back down, so she probably won't do a very good lap. So I actually might bring her in. Although, actually, okay, she went purple. I don't know. Let's see what this lap is. Let's see if she goes faster. At the moment, Balcazar second place. What's Pernay going to do? Comes across the line. Oh, wow. Okay, with 2 overheated, Pernay got pole. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, maybe overheated tyres are the way to go. I thought I messed up royally there, but no. Pernay got pole at the moment, or provisional pole at the moment. Balcazar, 4th. We're now knocked off pole by Flores. Flores doing a fantastic job so far in qualifying this season, but obviously not so much elsewhere. But I'm going to send Balcazar out now. Another set of soft tyres, send out. Gonna wait a little bit here. All these cars gonna come in, so I'm gonna send Pernay out now. Balcazar goes 3rd fastest there, so she does improve her lap time, but only up to 3rd. What can Pernay do if it finishes like this? Oh, big amount of traffic there at the very end of it, and they all come in. So it does end like that. So pretty much it ends like it did with instant qualifying, with us 2 and 3. Although with me taking it, we've got Pernay in 2nd instead of Balcazar. So, yeah, not too much difference, actually. I completely matched what the instant result did, and just shows Flores is doing a fantastic job this season on the pole positions. Obviously getting an extra point for pole position, but not enough to overhaul the points our drivers get for winning the races. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's... I can't really explain that. I don't think it's the overheating. Maybe it is the Canadian, the youngster setting up Balcazar's car. Maybe just that tiny little bit of less performance, maybe, from her. I'm not too sure. But it looks like in the end, the setup change I did make right at the beginning of qualifying for Pernay did work out there, actually. So that's quite good. We matched their setup. I can't think of the word. Why have I forgotten the word? How much do they like this setup? I couldn't think of the word exactly to say. Attack, overtake as usual. When's the rain coming? Not for a while, but obviously I can't go for any other perk apart from wet tire, really. So... Actually, wait, hang on. Wait, clear that for a sec. Could we go for intermediate light-footed? Nah, you know what? We'll just go for wet. Well, I'm gonna bank on the fact there's gonna be full wet tires at some point. So yeah, 2nd or above, 700k. Bit of an unknown in terms of the actual perks we've got, but let's hopefully go out there and try and get another one too. Here we go to 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix. 5 red lights are out and we're underway, and it is a decent enough start from Pernay and Balcazar. Pernay may slipstream. Flores going through turn 1. She does. Let's go to her, and she's going to battle side by side around the outside potentially. Nope, can't do it. Just not enough. But, oh, next 2 corners. Yes, she does. Into 1st place. Balcazar chasing as well. Looking mighty fine there for Pernay. She's in the driving seat at the moment. Can Balcazar slipstream enough? Getting very, very close into turn 1. So it looks like she may be able to get 2nd place very soon. Oh! Dive bomb move down the inside, around the outside then, and she is up into 2nd place. So let's see how much this perk affects Pernay now, being a crumbler in 1st place, but being a chaser in 2nd. Let's see, and let's see how much Balcazar can chase her down. But let's go down to neutral now and save this tyre. Heating and tyre wear down to medium on the fuel, and pretty much match the entire field there. Settle down for the race ahead of us and try and see out this race in 1-2. Looks like the rain's going to come. Probably intermediates around lap 5, lap 6 maybe. Crossover period is probably lap 5, lap 6. Definitely have to be on inters by then. So in hindsight of that, we may as well push for both the drivers really. Because, well, there's no point. We're not going to save the tyre wear because we're going to go to inters soon. So may as well actually go all out and attack then for both drivers. So attack, attack, attack for both of them. And try and get a bit of a gap maybe, as the rain will start to come down pretty much now. So I'm going to risk it with Balcazar. She's the second driver on track, so I'll risk it with her, and I'll come in for the Inters. Pit stop, fast pit stop there. Going to come in, going to go on low fuel. She comes into the pits, and we'll continue on with her. Go high fuel mixture, pit in this lap, intermediates. We'll go for the balance pit stop with her, and it was a mistake there. That's why I've gone for balance. There was a mistake of 6 seconds there for Balcazar, unfortunately. But yellow flag in sector 1. We'll attack as we come out the pits here. Right, Pernay's made a pit stop. Good pit stop for her. That was only a 5-second pit stop. So she's come out in 6th place. And if I slow this down, you can see the gap between the two drivers is quite large there. So Balcazar lost quite a bit of time by that mistake on the pit crew. So that was my bad, going on the fast pit stop. But it's always a gamble, fast. And, you know, obviously, if you guys remember that, you know, I've gone balanced so many times before, and it screwed me over. So really, at this point, I don't really know what to do on the pit stops. It's really just to throw the dice at the moment. We're going to go high, and we're going to push with Pernay because we can. But Balcazar's making a lot of moves here because obviously everyone on dry tyres at the moment is slowing down. I don't know why they're not pitting for Inters. The top drivers aren't pitting for Inters. I don't know why. Because obviously, yeah, it is going to get drier, it looks like, but at this point, you know, as they say, I think a famous saying is, be on the right tyre in the right conditions. Don't try and think too far ahead when it comes to racing. And the top guys are clearly doing that, and they're really losing out. So Pernay's back into first place, and everyone's... Well, these guys are yet to make a pit stop, so we're in first place after making an extra pit stop there. So pretty good job there. And we've still got at least 2 laps more of Inter's conditions, and Balcazar's into second, so it's a 1-2. So our drivers made an extra pit stop a lot earlier, 4 laps earlier, and Rio took everyone for 1-2, so that's good. So we've got about 1.5 laps left of this period. Then it's probably time to think about going back onto the set of soft tyres, but I'm basically pushing both of them because there's no point trying to save the tyre temps because we're going to come in anyway pretty damn soon, so may as well. Right, I'm going to back them up. Because we've got a bit of a different situation now. Look at this. It's going to get dry, but then it's going to get wet again. So I reckon if I back them up enough, get the tyre temps back down, because we were pushing, but if I get them back down to a healthy level, we can make it through this entire period without having to go onto the dry tyres, and then just pit straight away onto a set of wet. So I'm getting the tyre temps down very dramatically. Then I'm going to conserve, and we're going to try and just get through this period of dry to get to that wet period. Dilemma, ignore. Go conserve now. Save this here, and just keep it like this. We're going to go like this. We're going to go medium now, neutral, and we're going to sit this through. We're going to go through the pain of this 1 lap coming up, because I think then we can just go on to the wet tyres. And in all of this, because of all of this, Balcazar's close up to Pernay, so much so that Balcazar may make a move, and this is maybe where the perk is coming in for Pernay of crumbling under pressure of first place, because Balcazar's getting very, very close to them. But we've got the tyre temps down, tyre wear's good, it's dry on track, but looks like everyone's got the same idea as me, sticking out until it gets wetter again, because look now, the rain's going to start coming back down, so it's fine. And then we'll go on to the full wets, I think, potentially. Yeah, I'm going to come in, I think, at the end of this lap, potentially. Yeah, end of this lap, I think we'll come in, push and overtake with Balcazar. Pit in this lap, wet tyres, park condition. Do we need a fix? No, we don't. Don't think we need that. Balance pit stop for her. And then for Pernay, we'll stick it. Do I double stack them? I'll double stack. Wet tyres, park condition. We need to fix her brakes, though, because she was complaining about them. And we'll go for a fast pit stop with her, so hopefully she can offset that brake change. Medium. Comes out, fine. Okay, so Pernay's third, Balcazar is second. Pernay goes dropping down the order a little bit, but that's because it's not quite damp enough yet, but it will be soon. Right, it's going to be wet enough now, so these guys are surely have to come in. At the moment, Balcazar's in third. Pernay, though, is dropping. She's actually struggling in these conditions. It looks like Balcazar's trait of being good in the wet is working out quite a treat here. Look, Pernay's being overtaken nearly by 9th place here. So the full wets aren't completely working as I'm hoping at the moment. This is actually a little bit worrying. These guys are doing okay on Inters. And Balcazar's brakes are a little bit, 22%. 4 laps remaining. She's got to nurse those brakes through. So it looks like we may actually be turning out to have a surprise on our hands of not being in 1 and 2 at the moment. Because I don't know how these guys are doing it, but they're staying out on Inters and doing fine. Okay, my brakes are feeling strange. Balcazar's got an issue. Do I take action or not? If I ignore it, she could crash out the race. But there's only 2 laps left. What's the gaps? 11 seconds, 4 seconds. If I make a pit stop now, go on to inters, change the brakes, 7 seconds. Oh, she'll come out in 8th. Oh, she'll come out right behind Pernay. Oh, but I might lose all these points. Oh, no. Nah, continue on. Continue on as you are. She's into 2nd. Okay, so someone did pit. Flores had to pit. She's in 2nd then, at least. Oh, Flores coming back. This is very strange. I feel like it should have been damp enough for full wet, but now it's back to Inter's weather. This is a very, very strange race, and I've actually... Yeah, not called that right. Final lap of the Grand Prix, and Balcazar will be overtaken. She's down to 4th place. 5th place. Not a great Grand Prix for us. Not a great Grand Prix for us. And we come across the line, 7th place. We got caught out by the weather there. Balcazar won't get any points. Pernay won't get any points. We really got caught out with the weather. And I misjudged this. I really thought that was going to be enough. Because look at that. The water is halfway. So I really thought it'd be enough. It would be enough for full wets. But it wasn't. It wasn't. So Clark Smith wins the Grand Prix. Flores in 2nd place. So that's a bit of a dent to our constructors' lead. And also, unfortunately, in the Drivers' Championship. Okay, so maybe we're not as bulletproof as we thought. Yeah, really mucked up that one. That's really just on me for misjudging the wet tyres. So we do get a fastest lap bonus there. So Pernay will get 2 points, actually, in all that. We're still 1-2. Balcazar's still comfortably in 1st place. Pernay's only 1 point now ahead of Flores in the Drivers' Championship. In the Constructors, we're 25 points ahead of 2nd. So, yeah, that wasn't an amazing weekend, but we're still fine. We're still in the lead. And that wasn't really the car. That was more just the wet tyre misjudgment. So, I don't think we need to panic. Just got that wrong that time. Still got 170,000 because of qualifying, so we're still on the green. Still got over 1 million there. So that's been an okay weekend at the end of the day. Problem found with the ECU. So we've got a dilemma here, so we can fix it. Okay, yeah, we can fix that. That's fine. So too expensive, that will be -1 in fuel efficiency. Relax, we can fix that. That's cool. That's good. Okay, we've got new sponsors to look at. Hablar, 3 stars. 5 stars, wow. Yes, please. Broad Lake, +1 million. Thank you very much. We're going to wait for slot 2 there, though. Right, new sponsor for slot 2. 2 more here, and this is why I waited. Here we go. Wow. That's a great sponsor. 14 races long as well. I'll take that. Thank you very much. That is amazing for fixed payment sponsors there. We've got 2 5 stars and a 4 star. Awesome stuff. Love that deal. Right, Japanese Grand Prix time. Not much really to say about what happened between the 2 sessions. We improved reliability of all the parts we were doing. You can see they're very, very high. Now we're focusing on performance a little bit because we've maxed out a few of these. You can see where it's all blanked out. That's where I've improved it enough where I can't do any more to it. So we're going to add these 4 parts. So brake, gearbox, rear wing, and suspension. I'm not going to design a new part because I want to get enough money to the point where I can spend and go into debt to get another upgrade on one of these facilities. So I'm going to be a bit of a saver here at the moment. And that's how it's going to go for now. But anyway, towards the Japanese Grand Prix. After last race and qualifying heavy rain, I'm going to go for 3rd or above 1 million. Play it a little bit safer and save Transantarctic maybe for the next race when I feel fully confident once again. But in terms of the fit parts, pretty much the same deal, I would say, as last time, I think. Yeah. And I think this time I'm not going to put the Canadian in as a reserve driver during practice because I think that may have had the tiniest effect, but I still think it was a nice gesture. And as I said, I think mostly that was my fault with the wet weather, but I'm not going to take any chances now, so we'll put in Balcazar for practice and I'll update you. Qualifying heavy rain, probably going to take that instant just to be safe. Right, we've got about a minute to go in practice. We've got level 2 on the soft tyres, level 2 race trim. Just going to try and probably, well, we're not going to get the qualifying trim, but I just put them out on qualifying because we can't do anything really else. But setup's looking good. I think 95 or, yeah, 95 for Pernay and then 97, I want to say, or 98 for Balcazar. So looking pretty good. Good practice, solid practice, and hopefully we're back to winning ways there. But you can see excellent, great, great. And I think with Balcazar, it was an excellent, excellent, and great. If I remember correctly. We'll see when she comes round, or, well, we won't. It's not telling me for some reason. But anyway, yeah, looking all good. But we're going to take instant result for quali because it's raining. Don't trust myself with that. And, well, yeah, that's pretty much the only reason. I was going to make up a second reason, but there wasn't. There's no second reason. It's just I don't trust myself enough to do that, especially if it's going to be heavy rain. It's also starting off dry, so that's even worse, really, in my opinion. So, soft tire, light-footed, soft tire, can't do much else. Sub's all good, you can see, as I said, didn't get that wrong. Excellent, excellent, and great. Start qualifying, take the instant result. Come on, 500k or half a million for third or above, I think this one is. I think it's only third or above, so a bit of an easier target to hit. So here's hoping. Here we go. Come on. Yep, there we go. Second and, ooh, fourth. Okay, so not the second and third we've been used to so far. So Clark Smith got in there, just showing that the constructors battle we have on our hands, these two drivers, Flores and Clark Smith, they're not messing about. We do have to worry about them a little bit, and we need to keep on the top of our game. And it's nice to see Moreira, our old driver, up here in 6th place, sort of in the mix of things there, so good to see. But yeah, it looks like Prix only set her fastest on Inters, so maybe she got caught out there. But at least we got the second place and got the $500,000. Onwards to the race. Right, soft tyre race trim as per usual. And here's hoping we can have a nice, straightforward, aggressive race at the start. Control it from the front like we've done before, and not have one like Milan where there's some rain and I mucked up the strategy completely. Let's go. 5 red lights to the Japanese Grand Prix. 2nd and 4th this time round. Come on, Balcazar, let's get a good... Oh, no, I was about to say, come on, let's get a good start, Balcazar, but she has an absolute shocker of a start. And now it's 1-2 for Clark Smith and Flores there. Prix overtakes Balcazar. Those two are having a ding-dong battle there for 3rd and 4th, actually. But Balcazar keeps it in 3rd for now. But let's get a move on, guys. Let's get a move on. I should say girls, really. Let's get a move on and try and overtake these two. Chop, chop. Don't want to get too hot under the collar about having to leave it late, although Flores is streaking into the distance at the moment there. Balcazar, though, up into 2nd, and now she can chase after Flores. But Flores was getting a gap there. Gap's 2 seconds. Come on, Balcazar. Let's eat into that gap and try and overtake her, shall we? Going to drop down to high fuel there. Same for Prix. Keep it there for a while. Prix sets fast out of the Grand Prix, so she's going well. She's in 4th at the moment, although she will be in 3rd, hopefully. Let's try and see if she can overtake Clark Smith soon enough. Getting very, very close in this 3rd sector. There we go, down the inside of the chicane. And in the hairpin, defends well. She's up into 3rd. Nice going there. We're going down to medium. Go down to medium. And then we're going to keep it like this. Hopefully the tyre temps come down a little bit. Let's go conserve, actually, for them. Especially Prix. Let's keep the tyre temps nice and lower. Right, 27 laps remaining. Balcazar, the gap is 9.6 at the moment. So Flores really getting the hammer down. But we are conserving, remember. And I think we can outpace them by being on soft tyres the entire race. Whereas Flores is going to go into mediums, I'm guessing. So that's the plan, and I'm hoping it works out. But at the moment, Flores is in the driving seat with 11-second gap now. So really getting the hammer down. But I don't think anything to worry about, because look at the tyre wear difference. Flores, a quarter. Balcazar, just under a half. I think we're fine. I think we're good. I think this will work out, hopefully. I hope. Going to go at high fuel, though, because we do actually have the fuel to burn. Not so much with Prix, but we do have it with Balcazar. Right, I'm going to push in this lap with Prix. Going to pit this lap. Get a bit of an undercut going. Park condition, fine. Balance pit stop. Comes in. Low. We'll actually pause this. Flores is already pit, so push in this lap, Balcazar. And pit. Soft tyre. Park condition's fine. We'll go for a balance pit stop as well. Okay, it's a good pit stop for Prix there on balance. That's fine. That's good. Comes out. Medium fuel. We're going high. Pushing out the pits. And then Balcazar's going to come in this lap. -2 seconds there, so a good in lap there for her. Comes in. Come on, boys. No mistake, please. No mistake. Was it a mistake? No, it was. All good. All good. Pushing out the pits. Maximum attack. And we are only 1.5 behind Flores, so that in-lap worked a treat. Let's push on and try and catch up, shall we? Right, lap 20, well, not lap 14, 20 laps to go. Prix's saying she feels great. She's in 3rd, comfortable 3rd, I think, because the gap is about 6 seconds to the next car, I would say. 11? Oh, it looks like even more. So Prix really comfortable in 3rd there, so she's not pressurised. Tyre temps are going up quite a bit, so I might have to back her up a little bit to bring the tyre temps back down to a reasonable level, because you can see now they're dramatically dropping back down, so I'll go conserve there now. But in traffic, Balcazar is catching Flores. She is being held up here in traffic, and she's right behind. You can see we're on conserve, and she overtakes. Brilliant overtake there in traffic and on conserve the entire time. Wonderful stuff there from Balcazar. We'll now start to save some fuel, and we're on conserve the entire time. Lovely stuff from Balcazar. That is why she's leading the championship. Great stuff for her. And now the tyre temps come back down for Pernay, so she's in a good region now. So we'll leave it like this. Go medium now, because she is burning quite a bit of fuel. We'll go back to high for Balcazar, because she does have the fuel to burn. In terms of towards the end of the race, we'll be fine to save that fuel back. And Flores is coming back at us, so we need to do that. So I don't want to fight too much, that's the thing, because we are on soft tyres, they're on medium. So we can just keep the tyre wear like this, and we'll match the tyre wear they've got on mediums. We're in the money, I think, because we'll be on the fastest tyre the entire time then. Right, traffic's held up Balcazar a little bit, so Flores has come back. It's a bit of a kind of cat and mouse game, because every time we meet traffic, it's, well, Flores gets held up, then the next set of traffic, I get held up, and she closes the gap back up to us. So, bit of cat and mouse like that, but we're fine. Okay, now I think we'll push in this lap with Pernay and pit in early. I think, yeah, come in this lap for Pernay. She can make it to the end. Ooh, that's close. 12 laps. Let's go one more lap. One more lap with Pernay. One more lap. Pit in and in this lap now. Soft tyres. Park conditions fine. We'll go for the fast pit stop with Pernay. Let's risk it for a chocolate biscuit with her. With Balcazar, though, we'll continue on like we are. Conserve. And then at the end of this lap, we'll push in. Overtake mode. Push in now. Low fuel. Low fuel for Pernay. She comes in now. Pit in this lap for Balcazar. Soft tyre. Ooh, suspension a little bit iffy. 9-second pit stop. It should be good enough, I think. Fast pit stop. Balanced. Ooh. Do I risk it? No, I don't want to. I don't want to risk it. I think we have the pace. But a mistake on the pit stop for Pernay. So he risked it with a fast pit stop. Wasn't worth it. And with Balcazar, comes in after a great in-lap from her. Good tyre change. Good suspension change. Pushing out in second place. So Flores yet to make a pit stop yet. So Balcazar second. Pernay third. Where is Flores? In the pits there. And we've got it. We've got it. Into first place. Flores out in second. Pernay miles away though. So third and second. The gap's 37 seconds. So Balcazar and Pernay in a world of their own. You can see, look at that. Flores attacking on the exit of her pit stop. So she's coming for Balcazar. But I think we have the advantage of tyre wear. And just the control of the race. And fast lap of the Grand Prix there. Nice. Right, Pernay's feeling some issues with the brakes. What's the brakes like? 30%. 38% suspension. Gap 16 seconds, so we can make a pit stop if she needs to. But I'll just continue on like this. Conserve at the moment. Good tyre temps. We're on high a little bit. We'll go back down to medium. But we've got the time in the bank to fourth if Pernay needs to make that extra pit stop. Hopefully she doesn't, but if she does, no harm. 8 laps remaining though. Gap is 8.5. 8.5 first and second. Looking good, looking good. Look at that. Flores backing up and saving the fuel. We've got this. We've got this in the bag. Right, Pernay's brakes aren't getting any better. She's got the gap, so I think I might pit her in just to change them, just in case. So that'll be 9 seconds. Yep, okay, that's fine. Make that change. Make that one. Ooh, that's a bit bigger than I expected. 18 seconds. 18 seconds. Will she get third, though? Will she get third? Where is fourth? We'll come out in fourth. It's saying. Driver behind will be fifth. Where's fifth? Fifth's there. That's quite a big gap. Okay, I'm just going to fix the brakes. I think we might be fine for the suspension. I think we might be fine for the suspension. I hope. I hope. Or I'm just going to ignore everything. We're just going to let her continue on and we'll pray. We'll pray. That's what we'll do. Everyone pray with me in the comments. Right, pushing in this lap, pitting with Pernay. Her part is so bad right now. So, what do I fix? Brakes? Yeah, brakes. We can probably get to the end now. Brakes. Balance pit. Safe pit stop. Safe pit stop. 11 seconds. That's fine. Come in. Come in. Fit the new brakes on. Low fuel. Okay, brakes fitted. Pushing out. And medium. Still in third place. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. She should get to the end now with all those suspension parts. So we should be fine. Anyway, back to Balcazar though. Final lap of the Grand Prix. We've got plenty of fuel, so she may as well push it. A little bit iffy on the tyre wear, but we've got the gap. And look at that, the gap's actually increasing there to Flores. So Balcazar's done a stunning job this entire weekend. And she's going to come across the line. Last, final corner. First place. Awesome win there, Balcazar. Congratulations. Congratulations. And Pernay will come home. She'll come home in 3rd place. Pretty good job to come back there. And she might set the fast lap of the Grand Prix, actually, right at the death here. So let's see. Comes across the line. It is. So Pernay gets an extra point there for fast lap of the Grand Prix and comes 3rd. So, very decent weekend to end out this episode of the Japanese Grand Prix after a bit of a mistake from me and a dismal one at Milan. We did the job here in Japan. So there we have it. 10 points and 6 points for Pernay. Another first place trophy to add to the collection. Balcazar still in 1st. Pernay actually moves down to 3rd though, with Flores getting 2nd place there. So only 1 point apiece, I should say. So close stuff with Pernay there. So hopefully she can get a 2nd place or even 1st in the next round or so. Hopefully. I don't know why the pace just wasn't there for her today. I thought she would have closed up with Balcazar. But Balcazar and Flores were in a world of their own in terms of pace today. In Constructors, though, we're strong. Back again. Extend the points. 33 points to 55 there for the 2nd place Constructors. And with that, we've got 1.7 million there. Thank you very much. So we've got 4.3. So that's getting close enough to the point where I think we can maybe spend. Although, that depends on what I want to buy for the HQ. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What you think I should buy potentially. I'm thinking I want to maybe go for the design center. But we could easily just go for the simulator or the gearbox telemetry center. If we do, those will be cheaper. Also, I just realized I'm asking you guys in the comments to tell me what to buy next time. But I just remembered I'm having to pre-record the next few episodes for Motorsport Manager, because basically I've got quite a bit of coursework to do. It's my reading week at university, so that essentially means it's basically time for me to catch up on coursework and stuff. So I'm actually going to be pre-recording a few of these episodes, guys, so please bear with me. I know it might be a bit frustrating that you can't now, for the next few episodes, talk directly to me in the comments and affect something in the series, but it's just because I have to kind of manage my time efficiently, basically, to get all my coursework done at the moment. So I just forgot about that. Actually, I'm pre-recording, so you can't tell me what to buy, but that's what I'm going to maybe go for. It's a bit of a toss-up between those 3. So we'll see. But I'm still not quite comfortable yet to spend enough that money. I want to get over 5 million first, and then we'll spend that money. But apart from that, it's all looking good. The next one will be Dubai. But if you have enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then subscribe for weekly form content. I've been aarava. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day, and I'll see you guys next time.